Mr. Speaker, the House notes that there is a new strain of a novel coronavirus, NCOV, that has not been previously identified in humans. The House further notes that coronaviruses, COV, are a large family of viruses that cause illness, ranging from the common cold to more severe disease, such as respiratory syndrome and severe acute respiratory syndrome too. The House is informed that coronaviruses are zoonotic in nature, meaning that they are transmitted between animals and people. Detailed investigation found that coronaviruses was transmitted from civet cats to humans, and coronaviruses from the camels to humans. The House is further informed that common signs of infection of coronaviruses include respiratory symptoms, fever, cough, shortness of breath, and breathing difficulties. In more severe cases, infection can cause pneumonia, severe acute respiratory syndrome, kidney failure, and death. The House is worried that the said coronavirus, which originated at a seafood market in the central Chinese city of Wuhan on the 7th of January 2020, has now spread to more than 15 countries, including Canada, United States of America, Australia, and France. The House is further worried that there are fears that the transmission rate of the virus will balloon to hundreds of millions of deaths if not checked. And the House is worried that hundreds of millions are expected to travel to China for businesses and pleasure, especially during the forthcoming Chinese Lunar New Year celebrations. The House is aware that the World Health Organization has assessed the global rate of transmission of the disease as very high. The House is further aware that several countries have taken measures to prevent the spread of this virus to their countries or within their countries. Such measures include strict lockdown of cities, asking anyone who has returned from Wuhan in China in the last 14 days to self-isolate, to stay indoors, and avoid contact with other people. They have also issued travel warnings against visiting China and the other countries concerned. The House is also concerned that despite Nigeria and Nigerians being major trading partner with China, which is the ground zero of this coronavirus, and also partner with other countries that have been affected by this virus, stands a high risk of having the virus transmitted to our country. The House believes that the House of Representatives and indeed the federal government of Nigeria can do a lot to safeguard and ensure that the virus does not affect or transmit to the country by being proactive. The House has resolved to direct the Federal Ministry of Health, the Nigeria Immigration Services, the Quarantine Services, and the Federal Airport Authority and other relevant agencies to set up screening centers at all points of entry into the country to screen and watch out with a view of preventing the transmission of the virus into the country. Direct the Federal Ministry of Health in collaboration with other relevant agencies to set up testing and isolation centers in all points of entry into the country for the purpose of detecting symptoms of the coronavirus, and where necessary isolate consent, with particular emphasis on travelers from countries that have already had cases of this virus. 3. Direct that all health institutions within the country to be on high alert for signs of the virus with the view of curbing the virus at its born. In the hopefully unlikely event that the virus is transmitted into the country, the House finally mandate the House Committees on Health and Interior to ensure implementation. I so move. Mr. Speaker, it has spread to various countries that I named, namely, it started in China. It has been detected in Cambodia, in Canada, Nepal, Singapore, United States of America, South Korea, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, and so many other countries. And so, Mr. Speaker, what do we do at this stage? We should take proactive measures in all our entry points. Even some of the countries have even issued warnings to people who are traveling to China and the various countries that this thing has been detected. So I am calling that the federal government, through the Ministry of Health and all the relevant agencies, should be proactive to make sure that people are being screened at this particular time, so that we do not have a situation that we cannot control, because I also know that prevention is better than cure. Mr. Speaker, as I speak, there is this disease that is called Lassa fever, which has ravaged some of our states, and it's killing people on a daily basis. So how do we go for our hands and allow this dreaded disease, virus, disease, that the coronavirus, that we have not, as we speak, any cure in place? I know that they are saying, okay, they're going to bring vaccine and all that. But the point is that prevention is better than cure. So I believe that this is time that we should call on all relevant agencies to take proactive steps and measures to make sure that this coronavirus does not enter into our country.
The coronavirus is a very serious matter, and it's more serious to the effect that about 300,000 Chinese citizens, who even some of them live in Nigeria, left their various working places within Africa to China to celebrate their China New Year festival. And the same 300,000 persons or Chinese people are also on their way back to various places of residence. And it was reported even yesterday that in the course of this, their festive period, that many other persons that left where they came from contacted this coronavirus. So, Mr. Speaker, it is a very serious matter. I not only issue of quarantining, but they must set up an emergency network in all our borders and, of course, in all our airports, to the effect that once any foreigner touches our borders, that there must be emergent way of testing them to ensure that they are free from that virus. Otherwise, there will be crisis. If you recall what happened during Ebola, that it was somebody from Liberia who joined an aircraft that led to what happened in Lagos, and we lost a lot of Nigerians. So if this is not checked, I believe that it will go a long way in harming Nigerians. Another form also that they have, the United Nations, they have also prescribed that everybody should learn to take water, to make sure that you are hydrated all the time, because you wouldn't know if you've contacted it or not. But to prevent it, ensure that every time, every minute, every hour that you are hydrated. So I want to urge, if our colleagues, once you feel dehydrated, please take time out to go and have water and ensure that you are hydrated. And most importantly also, Mr. Speaker, I think that the Ministry of Health are not doing enough. During the time we had Ebola, committees were set up and it was declared an emergency. And that resulted in us having nearly 1% report of occurrence. But at this instance, even at our borders and our airports, I have not seen such action taken by Ministry of Health. And I'm worried about it. Even worsen are our children who are in federal schools in Abuja and its other states that also share the same classroom with foreigners. And these foreigners just came back from holidays. So I think that something needs to be done. Ministry of Health needs to go outside their offices and go to various schools and put in place a system that will ensure that our children are protected from contacting this disease. I so submit, Mr. Speaker.